Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to soak up summer as much as I can, which is why I've kind of been a little bit distant on YouTube, and that's just because I haven't found the time to film. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of videos today. Today is June favorites. I've had a couple of things I've been loving that I've either purchased or just like rediscovered in my closet and life. So I thought I would share those with you. Let's start with, I'm trying to find my list. Sunscreen. So sunscreen's really hard to get right, especially under makeup, especially with sensitive skin, and I have been absolutely flipping loving the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. Really flipping expensive, which sucks. No money to really keep up with this, but I do love it. I think the price is worth it because it has completely saved my skin. I was getting so many little bumpies happening. Like, they're not pimples, but it's like, it almost looks like a heat rash, but it's on my head. Finally just getting rid of it. I wish I had a comparison photo to show you, but I only have a couple like teeny tiny bumps now, and it's just from sweating and wearing like shitty sunscreen, like body sunscreen. I normally wear like Hawaiian Tropic or like Life brand sport sunscreen. So yeah, that was really screwing with my skin, and this took forever to come in, so I had to like completely rewind my skin essentially. So this and using Spectrogel, actually. My boyfriend actually told me to try Spectrogel because we have it in our shower for him. He uses it sometimes, and I was like, Spectrogel? Like, what? I haven't used that in like, I don't know, maybe 15 years. So I was like a little skeptical, but I was willing to try anything because it's an acne face wash. I generally just use Simple for my base cleanser, but I wasn't using anything that was sort of like trying to fix any problem areas. So I'm telling you, like, Spectrogel changed my skin, and it's honestly like all I had little bumps here, bumps up here, and they're gone. I'm shook. So Spectrogel and Supergoop, faves of the month. Speaking of Goop, I don't know why it took me so long, but I just started watching the Goop Lab special on Netflix, and I'm freaking obsessed. I have a really hard time focusing when I'm watching a show, like many of us do. We all have issues with like getting onto our phones or like being distracted by something else, and I was zoned in, like could not look away. It was so interesting. I'm actually obsessed. I want to start like a website like Goop. Like, I want to either work for them, I want to move to LA, or I think it's Santa Monica, and work for them, or like start my own freaking cool little space. Like, they produce products as well as they talk about like really, you know, kind of taboo topics, like doing mushrooms for like therapy or looking at your vagina. Like, they literally were telling you how to have an orgasm and experience like really good things as a woman. Or porn basically makes it look like, you know, you just stick it in and a woman comes, and that's so not what happens, people. So yeah, that show is like shaking my brain. I love it. I love it. I hope they do more seasons, because I'll watch all of it. More Netflix. I've been watching Made in Mexico, which is like a hilarious sort of drama reality show. But I, right now, am obsessed with watching shows that are in Spanish with subtitles because it's helping me learn Spanish. Somebody told me to do that, to try to watch like in both ways. Especially a reality show, because it gives you like that everyday sort of slang talk, so you are picking up kind of the slang as well as like learning the language. So that, with, I'm gonna give my other favorite, Duolingo. It's a free app on your phone, and I've been learning Spanish, and I was learning Italian because I was supposed to be in Italy, so I wanted to like kind of learn the basics of it. So yeah, Spanish. I'm really trying to nail that this year. I really want to get better. When we spent 2 weeks in Mexico, I felt like I was really getting good at it, like not full sentences or anything, but like really picking up on the language and being able to sort of communicate in broken words to people that you go to like markets or, you know, out of like the city part in Mexico, and like people don't speak English, they don't have to. So I love being able to speak another language. I really want to get good at French too, but I feel like I just travel more to like countries that speak Spanish, so that's kind of top of mind. Yeah, so that show, I'm like obsessed with it. I hope they have a season 2. I love it so much. It's reality TV, so it's super juicy and wonderful and so much drama, but like also it feels like an educational situation for me, so I'm into it. I'm going to do a couple of beauty favorites. I rediscovered, I've had this in my collection for too long to talk about, the Afternoon Delight bronzer from Colourpop. It is the nicest bronzer, especially if you're like, you know, real pale like me. I have a tan right now, if you can even believe it, but I really like the color. It has almost like an ashy warmness to it. It's not super orange. I'm not wearing it right now, so I don't really know why I'm explaining my face, but it's just really nice. And I've talked about this before in a tutorial that I really like it on my eyes. I think it just makes my like dark eye pop really well. It's just a really nice color, especially if you're flipping pale like me. My other favorite for the month, they look janky right now, so I'm not going to close up, but is having just bare nails. I have been loving that I can't get my nails done because they're so much stronger. They're long, they're like actually growing, which is wild. I mean, my nails grow really long with gel too, but they're also, like when I got them off, I got my gel nails off right before COVID. Like I was just not making money at all, so I decided that like I would cut that nail doing situation out of my regime. So yeah, I took them off and they were so sore. They hurt so bad for like 3 days. It felt like they were on fire because they're so brittle, and the gel situation is like kind of wild. Like when you do gel nails, it like sears your nail off when you put it in the little light, so it like cannot be good for you. It just really can't. And I think I'm saying it here, I'm not gonna go get my nails done. I think I'm over it. I really like a natural nail. I'm kind of obsessed. And I can like stick my finger into my concealer pot without killing it or getting so much concealer under the nail and then like losing product. So yeah, bare nails, y'all. Satsuma. Does anyone remember this? Like, this for me is like grade 8 through the beginning of high school. This perfume, this body spray. Wow. Like, I can't believe I forgot about it and that I don't wear it. But it's just like a beautiful citrusy kind of smell, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. I do not like a sweet scent on myself. I don't think it works well with my body chemistry. That's the whole thing with perfume. You gotta try it out for a little bit and then commit to the one that you love. Because you have to try it with your body when you sweat, just like the way your pores soak it up. It's a whole thing. So loving this. It's actually working really well for me. It's a very light scent, so it's not overpowering. Loving Satsuma. Were you a Satsuma gal or guy in your junior high school years? Because holy moly, I was. Like bath bombs and cream and everything Satsuma I was down for. Another like kind of beauty favorite is one, drinking water, but this mason jar that I got from the dollar store. It is a liter. So I know that when I'm drinking this, I have kidney stones, so I have to drink like 2 to 3 liters a day pretty much. So I know that how much water I'm getting, and I'm obsessed with this whole idea. Sometimes I'll put a little straw in, but most of the time I just leave it. Lots of ice. And I just love drinking. I mean, I love drinking out of a freaking mason jar. Sue me. Everybody does, but. Beauty favorite. Water is great for your skin. Also, a question, answer me in the comments. Do you ever feel like when you drink more water than you even need to, if I drink 3 of those, I feel thirsty? Is that just like a weird science situation? I don't know. Let me know. And I'm not the only one that thinks this. I talked to a friend of mine who we like chat back and forth on Instagram about how much water we're drinking to like keep each other accountable. Find a friend that does that for you. And we both said, like, do you feel like more thirstier? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a thing apparently. Okay, 2 food favorites, because I thought, you know, I'd throw them in. I haven't really bought a lot of stuff because COVID, no money. So these are just things that I've been enjoying. I watched Queer Eye recently, of course, the new season, and Anthony made this like pesto chicken recipe, and I was like, that looks easy, and I must make it now, and it was so fire. Holy crap, it was flipping delicious. So easy to make. If you have a blender or a food processor, if you have a food processor, you're like in way better hands, but I did a blender. Bit of a nightmare, but it worked. Or a pestle and mortar. Mine was too small, so it was a bit of a conniption when I was making it, but it turned out amazing. It was so good. So good. The pickled grapes. And then that night I actually paired it with a rosé that I want to talk about. It was from Pearl Morissette. Pearl Morissette is a Ontario winery. They're located in the Niagara region, and their wines are just so good. My friend is a somm, and she introduced me actually to them, and she bought me this bottle of rosé for my birthday, and then I ended up going and getting another bottle at a local shop because it was so good. I love like a deep and dark rosé. I think it just has way more flavor and is like way more drinkable. I'm not really a fan of like a light rosé. It's gotta be good, you know? But yeah, y'all, if you enjoy wine, if you enjoy a good rosé, you gotta find this wine. Get your hands on a bottle of this rosé. I will stick a picture here. It's called the Rosalina, I believe. And it was so good. So good, so good, so good on a hot day. Love it. Okay, the last 2 favorites are a rediscovered situation. I have recently put a Poshmark store together, which I will link down below. You can go ahead and shop it. Loving Poshmark. I just made my first sale, and I literally feel so nerdy, but so happy and so proud of myself. So yeah, gonna start selling some stuff on there because I find such good things when I'm shopping out, and like people need to have them. So go check it out, but also a bunch of my stuff that you've probably seen on YouTube or the blog if you used to read my blog, and Instagram. So yeah, if you ever wanted to buy something I'm wearing, it may possibly be on my Poshmark. Anyway, while I was looking through a bunch of stuff, I rediscovered things that I loved. I was like, why am I giving this dress away? I'm not really sure. It's super cute. It has little pockets, wooden buttons. I think it was because I didn't like the elastic back, and I was weary of this little button situation because I have like really large breastises, but if I don't wear a bra it looks okay because they're not being like shoved out by a bra, you know? So yeah, rediscovered this dress, and then this little skirt. How cute! I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter, but this is just like a vintage skirt that a friend of mine gave me that she used to wear. This is like a pass down, like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Skirt type deal from friends. I think both my friends had it. It was just like a really long skirt from Value Village that we chopped, or they chopped, and then I'm gonna chop some more because I'm shorter than my friends. And I need a little bit more leg to show so that I don't look so short. But I'm loving rediscovering this. I thought it didn't fit, which is why I was gonna sell it on Poshmark, but it's kind of okay. Alright, that is my June favorites. A bit of a mishmash of things. Again, I didn't really have any cash flow to be buying new stuff, so yeah, kind of a like what I'm loving to eat and drink and watch on Netflix and smell like and wear some old clothes that I was going to give away that I probably shouldn't because I can't afford anything new. It's kind of nice to like shop your old stuff because then you're re-inspired, which is fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope this kind of inspires you to go and deep dive into like what you're thankful for this month, especially if you don't have a job right now. Like, I feel you so hard. But it's nice to kind of look at the stuff that you are enjoying and like things that are kind of making the month a little bit easier when you don't have a job and you can't go out and like spoil yourself or, you know, whatever. But I think it's just been nice to like reflect on all the things that I've been watching and doing and eating and whatever, and just being like, yeah, like, it wasn't so bad. All of these things were really enjoyable, and I had a pretty okay month. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go now because I'm rambling once again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to check out my Poshmark. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!